Neither of these teams need the refs making these calls. The refs ruined the fucking game making these calls. This was an extremely physical game. This was a great game. Just people going the fuck at it. The refs need to mind their own goddamn business. A foul is a fucking foul. At the same time, players dictate the game, not refs. Refs, you do not have the authority. You are not out there playing. You are there to call a fair game. That's it. So many times you are calling stuff like this a foul. Do you not realize these are professional athletes, some of the strongest human beings in the fucking world, and you're gonna call this a foul in a physical fucking sport? Really now? And it's been horrendous. And guys, you will see the same. I will say there are probably like 10 to 15 refs that are very good at their job. Unfortunately, they are on squads with refs that are not very good at their job. And in the first half of the season, we saw refs constantly grouping up together, talking about calls, and making changes to calls without review. If a ref saw something different, and that has gone out the window. I'm pretty sure dumbass Adam Silver has told them, hey, call more fouls or some bullshit like that, bro. This, and we just, I think another thing that's so bothersome about this game was not called this way until this very last 3 minutes, and that is a huge issue to me. Again, like, bro, this game has been this physical all game. Do you want players to just not play defense? Is that really what we want now, NBA? That is not a foul. That's just really good defense. You just want me. They just want people to get straight path to the rims, I guess. Like that's really where we're at. So in just 23 seconds, we have had 3 separate trips to the free throw line, I believe. It might have just been 2. I think 1 happened right before 3 minutes, but it's horrible. Like, the game was stopping much more than it was being played, and that can't happen. We should know, all of us should recognize that's a problem. And is this not the exact same contact between PJ and Siakam that we just saw? So where's the foul now, refs? Is it because Nembhard actually cleared space? So now we are penalizing the offensive player for being strong enough to clear space, to make a move that's good enough to clear space. But no, if you just straight drive and stick your arm into somebody like this, you'll get the foul all you want. That's what the refs are saying. Egregious. PJ runs into Siakam here. Siakam is retreating, backpedaling. Yes, he did have his arm out, but you see how it immediately, there was no force there. Yes, basketball is a physical contact sport. Do we really not know that, referees? This dude, this referee at the baseline right here, he's been an official for how many years? 30? My entire fucking life? And you're calling this a foul, really? Like, what can you do? He's not reaching for the ball. His hand is just there. There's no PJ, like, we just can't play defense. We just can't play defense anymore. That's what it is. Show us the replay, please. Okay, let's see this. PJ straight up just runs into him. Siakam backpedaling, retreating, taking contact, retreating. PJ is just foul baiting right here. Are we rewarding foul baiting now, refs? Like, we just want people out of control running into each other, and we're going to reward the offensive player for that. I want to ask you guys, how many of you guys, if we're calling our own fouls, are ever going to call yourself fouling here if you're Siakam? I will never. I always call my fouls. If I foul somebody, I call it. I have never in my life let a foul go. This is not a fucking foul. This is the offensive player running into Siakam. Like, what? I really just can't be on the court. Somebody can just dive into me, and that's 2 free throws now. It's horrendous. It's absolutely horrific to watch. It's horrendous. It's horrible for the game. And what are we showing what are we showing the kids right now how to play basketball? Just run into people, get to the free throw line like that. It's horrendous. And see, this should not be a foul either, guys. Again, same thing. Max Christie, can he not hold his ground? He has to just give Benedict a straight line drive to the rim. He can't do anything at all. Bro, this is worse than I thought. This is absolutely worse than I thought. Benedict should be making this shot. Max Christie is barely playing defense. Hands straight up. Yes, he did hold his ground. You're allowed to do that. This is legal guarding position the whole way. He is absorbing the contact. You can see his chest going back because he is absorbing the contact. He is holding his ground and absorbing contact. This is textbook how to play defense in 2025, and you still get a foul called on you. For what reasoning? For what reasoning, refs? You just can't play any defense anymore. That's what it is. Okay, the ending. This is a foul. This is a foul. I don't think anybody would be saying anything if this is the only foul that was called in the last 50 seconds, something like that. This is now the fourth foul that's been called from 3 to 2 minutes. I think we're not even past 2 minutes yet. This is a foul. It has to be called every time. You can't let that call go. Exactly why every other foul should not have been called. You can't have this. This is not basketball. This is foul baiting and free throw shooting. That's what this has turned into. That's not basketball. This is not clutch basketball. This is not the best the NBA has to offer. And again, like these players, this game would have been closer. I would say this game would have been closer if they had just let them fucking play. That Max Christie, yes, that was a foul. You have to call that foul because it interrupted and disrupted his shot with clear contact below the wrist. It's a foul. You got to call that. Everything else, hell no. So let's see what the refs are going to do this time. Okay. Dinwiddie, big shot maker. I'm telling y'all. And it's just like, we don't need the refs doing that. If the refs didn't give the Mavs 4 free throws, they would still be up 2 right now. Like, come the fuck on. These players do not need your help, refs. I was surprised they didn't call a foul there. Like, the whole time watching this, I'm just like, oh, well, let's wait till the next foul because that's what's going to decide it. This was pretty crazy to me. This is the Max Christie 3, I believe. So, we have set a precedent this season. When an offensive player initiates contact, they have not been calling a lot of fouls. After the All-Star break, they've started calling it again. I hate this shit. I despise this shit. And yes, Siakam needs to stay down. At the same time, guys, look where he's landed. This is not out of control. This is his body line right here. And Max Christie is jumping into him. I'm going to keep my mouse here. This is where Siakam's center of gravity is. We'll put it right at his hip for just whatever. Right where the pointer finger is. Whatever the fuck it's called. It's just an obvious foul bait. This is not a shot attempt. This is just trying to get to the free throw line. And the thing, I would be fine with that, except Siakam does not contact him with what he does. Max Christie jumps into him. It hasn't been called a foul. And even post All-Star break, DeMar DeRozan is probably the best at doing what we just saw from Max Christie. They have not been giving him that call, you guys. So I don't know why it's being called here if DeMar's not getting it. And obviously it's not a foul. This is not a fucking foul. I guess just let him shoot open threes, you know. Siakam 100% should have stayed down. At the same time, you got to take some chances when you're down 4 with 2 minutes left. And You know, you're going to try and go for a block every now and then. And again, this is taking the game out of the players' hands and putting it in the hands of the refs. And it's just, it's horrible, man. And if somebody jumps up and their momentum actually carries them into the shooter and it's a natural shooting possession, yes, that is a foul every time. That is the definition of a fucking foul. When the offensive player is jumping into you, when you land with space between you and the shooter, you are under control, landing away from the shooter, and the shooter jumps into you. What can you do? What the fuck can you do? And this was one of those ball don't lie games. I believe the Mavs go up 7 here. Yeah, Mavs up 7 now. Nembhard always scares me with the ball in his hand. And again, like, bro, really? What did Dinwiddie do? He just stood on the court. The refs ruined the game. The players are now playing to get fouled rather than playing basketball to win the game. And they're not even going to show the replay. When they don't show the replay, you guys, it's because it's so egregiously bad that they know people are going to be upset. Okay, I'm just going to be honest with you guys. That's what it is. So we're going to look at the replay ourselves one more time. Benedict doing that dumbass, oh, let me jerk my hand back, even though Dinwiddie is literally putting no force, no momentum into you. Dinwiddie has his hands up and back, not exerting any force into Benedict, just being there, hands straight up. It's horrendous. And we guys check and see where the foul was called. The ref called the foul right before here. Yeah, there's nothing I can say, man. There's nothing I can say except this is just horrendous. It's sad. It's sad to see the game I love go down like this. And then this is, I could not believe this from the Mavs. So let's just analyze this real quick. 4 Pacers down here to 3 Mavs. So the Mavs need to get whoever is in fucking cherry picking halfway down court. His ass needs to become available. Max Christie needs to sprint. Okay, there we go. I didn't see this live. What the fuck are these two dumb shits doing? So Najee Marshall comes up here with Siakam. This should be a foul on Najee Marshall actually pushing Siakam off. What is this spacing? Max Christie. Here's what Max Christie should do. Boop. Just this, really simple. Because Najee, it's obvious Najee's plan was to go this way and back. Max Christie is just standing here doing nothing. And then the spacing gets even worse. They run into each other, guys. What a horrendous display of intelligence. And yeah, that should have 100% been a foul on refs. Why are we not calling this? Najee Marshall. This is more of a foul than anything they have called so far. And what this does, this opens up Najee Marshall for an easy layup. There's nobody behind him after he does it. Yeah, this is ridiculous. That wasn't called a foul. Just horrible sequence by the Mavs too. My God, what an absolute disaster. Almost get it yoinked again. The Mavs are now panicking. Yeah, I remember this now. So PJ just falls down all by himself. A foul gets called. That's insane, man. That's insane. This is just. Like PJ is just he's Superman diving into people. Like he is forcibly and unnaturally ramming his body into people with the sole reason of drawing a foul. That is it, guys. This is seeing this live. This is the first time I've watched the replay of it. I was like, what are they doing? I was hoping there was something here I didn't see. There's not. This is just This is horrendous, man. It's just horrendous. And of course, they're not going to show the replay again because it was egregiously bad. The NBA is dying in front of our eyes, you guys, and it has nothing. The players are the most talented they've ever been. I think any team can beat any team on any night, for real. That's how equalized the talent is. And yet the refs are now just demolishing all of that. It doesn't matter. It only matters what the refs are going to call for you, how good you are at exaggerating contact. It's not basketball. It's not even loser ball, guys. It's not even a sport. It's foul baiting. Like, I don't know. That definitely was a foul on PJ. Max Christie played really good defense here. PJ, what are you doing, man? You literally just didn't need to do that. Or if you did, just don't ram your body. Like, clearly rams his whole body into Benedict. And it's like, PJ was a menace just ramming his body into everybody on both ends. I don't know. Oh my God. I don't know, guys. And notice how they did show the replay there because it wasn't actually a foul. Keep note of that, guys, and please pay attention. And I encourage you all to let your voice be heard through social media, through making videos yourself saying, how is this a foul? Don't get ignorant. Don't get stupid. Do everything correctly. But you have the right to make your voice heard. That's the only way this shit is going to change. If we stand up and say this shit isn't okay, that's the only thing that's going to change it. I believe PJ foul baits again here. I'm surprised they didn't get Neesmith there twice. So this should be a foul. This is a foul. This is a reach. A real reach. This is a foul. And then you saw that body contact right there. To me, that is a foul too. So right here, foul number 1. And then this is for sure a foul. This is the defensive player using his body weight, going into somebody and getting them off balance, forces PJ to collect, and again, off balance. Yeah, bro. I mean, I'm pretty sure you guys can see it. Let me play it fully through once. I'll tell you right there. And then maybe again with the reach with the left. But right here, this is a foul. And then I wouldn't call the left a foul, but it's What are the refs doing? And I want you guys to remember how physical this game has been. Oh, they're huddling up for once. I think Indiana did challenges. So they ended up calling this foul. This is the one I made the short about, guys. They ended up calling this foul on Benedict Kobe Mathurin. Not even Neesmith. Yep, this is it. Oh my God. It's even worse the second time. He taps him with his thumb. Thumb tap is a foul now. This is a foul. This is a foul. The NBA is dead. And guys, it would be one thing if this was one game every once in a while. This has been the vast majority, 90% or greater of the games since the All-Star break have been officiated this poorly. This is a fucking foul. I want to say, I think one of the reasons we're seeing so many people shoot threes is because the inconsistency of the refs on driving to the rim. Sometimes they're literally going to call this hitting somebody with your thumb. This is a foul now. But smack the shit out of somebody right on the wrist, not a foul. When they're shooting, not a foul. Contact to mid-body when people are up in the air, not a foul apparently, but this is refs. Oh yeah, this is the worst. This is the worst foul call I've ever seen in my life. The fact they upheld this after review too. You guys can see this it's a literal thumb tap. It's a little, and it's right on the hand too. The hand is part of the ball. Have we not established that? We have established that this season so many fucking times. And the refs are just going back on everything. It's literally a thumb tap right on the hand, you guys. I don't know what to do. I can't watch this shit anymore. I can't be a part of this shit. The fact that this is upheld too, I just wanted to fucking die, man. Like this, it ruined it. I don't even know what to say. I don't know what to say, guys. All of these refs need to be investigated and fired, for real. Like, if the NBA is serious. Oh, fuck, that's muted. Guys, he said, clear and conclusive evidence of contact to the wrist. So let's look at this. Clear and conclusive evidence to contact to the wrist. So it's not anything with Neesmith. It is the Benedict Kobe Mathurin contact. Clear and conclusive contact to the wrist, all right? Clear and conclusive contact to the wrist. Guys, do you see... Is the slightest bit of fabric, loose fabric, touching PJ's wrist? That's a foul now? This is a foul? This is a foul now, refs. Oh, man. Oh, it's messed up my shot with my non-dominant, non-shooting hand. I want to say a lot of bad things right now. You can't play defense anymore. You can't even do the slightest tap on somebody's hand. That's a foul, apparently, to these refs. This is egregiously bad and gross incompetence. Any single normal human being, if we performed as poorly as this and made a decision as poorly as this at our jobs, we would be fired with something as important as a game-deciding free throw or a free throw trip. I don't know what the real world equivalence of that would be. There's no contact to the wrist, man. There's always going to be incidental contact, bro. We're just telling people you can't play defense. This is not a fucking foul, man. If we can't do this slightest slap on the fucking wrist, that is right on top of the ball, the NBA is fucked. And, I mean, you just can't play defense anymore, guys. And I really have not been wanting to drop my, 50 minutes of footage just in the last 2 weeks of how poor the refs have been. But I think it's time. It's the only thing I can do. And at this point, I feel like that's the perfect angle we need. Clear and conclusive contact to the wrist. Really, where? Really, where, refs? Where? Fuck me. I can barely freeze frame it. That's how short and incidental the contact was. It's like 0.05 milliseconds, guys. It's hard for me to even freeze frame it. Benedict's hand is already off of PJ's. That is how quick the contact was. This is it. Clear and conclusive contact to the wrist, really. Because all I see is on the upper hands and slight, incidental, marginal contact right here. Possibly the very upper wrist. But let's look, guys. Let's see how quickly Benedict takes his hand off after hitting his PJ's hand, which is part of the ball. This is a play on the ball with incidental and marginal contact to the wrist at best. So, guys, I want you to pay attention now. I'm about to unpause this. Watch how quickly Benedict removes his hand. And this is in slow-mo. This is in slow-mo, guys. In real time, it's literally, this is more contact than Benedict did to him in real time. In real time, it was like this. The thing that bothers me about this, to upheld this, it now sets a standard for the rest of the year. After we had just set the standard saying this is a foul, the hand is part of the ball. Just what a fucking disaster by the refs, man. And it's every night. You guys see players getting teched up, fine, thrown out every single fucking night now. It's because the refs are just horrendous. What happened to the game I love, man? 30 seconds left, Pacers down 3. This was crazy. They intentionally foul Nembhard, who has been a very bad free throw shooter, especially clutch time. When free throws matter, he is not the one you want taking them. I was surprised the Pacers didn't give it to Benedict or Siakam or Nesmith. Nesmith is actually a really good free throw shooter. Yeah, 3 of 5 free throws. I'll just no, we'll let it play out. So surely, guys, surely the Mavs not for the second time, are gonna turn the ball over on an inbounds, right? Get trapped at the baseline and yoinked. So right here, bro, PJ, make yourself available. PJ needs to just stand right there so Max Christie can't get doubled, but he just lets the double get right to him. And again, PJ, make yourself available. Stop running away. You need to just set up right there. I don't know what PJ was thinking. This was just a horrible play by the Mavs overall yet again. Jason Kidd, this is going to haunt him for a long time. I'll tell you guys that. Because he would never, ever do anything like this. I'm pretty sure the Mavs had a timeout too. Yeah, they did. It's just so bad. I have no idea how Benedict got that out. Bro, how did Benedict get this pass out, you guys? That boy cold. Bro, what a play. I saw that in real time. I forgot about this. I was like, how the fuck? I thought it was deflected. No, bro. He shoved that shit back. Watch his hands. He has both his hands like this. He just knows where his boys are. What a beautiful play by Benedict. Oh my God. What a beautiful. And guys, again, imagine if the refs did not take over this game. Imagine what a great game. What a great ending this would have been. It was still an incredible win for the Pacers. The Pacers beat the Mavs and the refs. Let's be very clear. Let's be very, 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 very fucking clear. But we should have just had a really good game. That's it. It should have been probably like each team would have scored 6 less points and it would have been a closer final score if the refs weren't on bullshit. What a pass by Benedict. Oh, man. Beautiful. Just beautiful, man. Let me freeze frame it when I want it. The sus pass. What a beautiful play. And yeah, the game, I actually did not see this live. What the fuck happened? Oh my God. Hardy, I thought the foul was on the screen, but Hardy just fucking shot his arm up for no reason and uppercutted Nesmith, which is a foul for sure. Just dumb. Just fucking dumb. Oh, okay. I mean, yeah, he elbows him in the face. It's not crazy. Nesmith is strong enough to take this. Unless it got him like right in the eye. It's hard to see. But is this an offensive foul? Yes, it is. Did Nesmith exaggerate it a lot? Yes, he did. In this game, is it 100% a foul? Yes, you have to call it. After the refs have literally called every single fucking tiny bit of contact. You can't let that go uncalled. So I understand it. Just, I think, again, if the refs had not made the game about them in the last 3 minutes, I think Neesmith would never go down like that, ever. Ever, man. Neesmith is such an intelligent player. I think he knew if he, after getting that much contact in this game and then exaggerating it, it's 100% foul call for these refs. And again, guys, like, we're not playing basketball. We're playing, let's cater to the refs to win the game. And that's not basketball, man. Oh, my God. Throw it! This could have lost the Pacers of the game. Shepard here, you can't give it to Nembhard. You can't. You just got to hold it and shoot the free throws yourself, buddy. I think they did end up fouling Shepard. No, Nembhard to the line. And ices him. Shout out to Nembhard. What was he? 3 of 7? 4 of 7 from the line before this? 5 of 8. So yeah, 4-7 before this. And then hits both. That's huge. Nembhard, that's huge. That's really nice. Mavs used their timeout, that's right. They advanced it the last time. Hardy just had that offensive foul. Really smart to foul here. And then Hardy misses the first one and it's over. Alright, guys. So I hope everybody can see what I'm saying about the refs controlling the game and how these players could have shined even brighter on both ends of the floor for both teams if the refs would have just allowed them to play basketball. Instead, this game became, let's see how many times we can get the refs to blow the whistle. That is what we think our best opportunity to win is. And I can't blame the players. This is on the refs. Refs, you cannot do this. You cannot allow players to be in this position. You cannot give players the opportunity to make you decide the game, to give you the authority and the basically ball in your hand, refs. That is what happened. The refs had the basketball in their hands to decide who won or lost rather than the players. And we saw there were some excellent plays here, you guys. They were robbed by the refs. The refs are the only thing that mattered in this game, and that is a damn fucking shame. I want to give a huge shout out to both the Mavs and the Pacers, especially the Mavs, playing their asses off, giving everything they got on the floor. Pacers, same thing. We saw them lock up, give it everything they got, led by Siakam. Love to see it. NBA, please, we have to stop this madness. The refs cannot be the ones with the ball in their hand. Is this the National Basketball Association or the National Referee Association? If it's not the National Referee Association, then get your shit together and stop being the deciding factor in games and let players fucking play basketball, alright? Like you did the first half of the fucking season. That is what... I'm just a broken record now, alright? Let me know what you guys think. Take care. I would advise you, if you feel like I do right now, just take a break from the NBA. And I really, guys, it's been bothering me a whole lot. I'm sure, I don't know if a lot of you know how much work I've been putting into this YouTube channel. But I have sacrificed a fuck ton. And I should say I dedicated a lot of my effort, a lot of my time, a lot of my sleep hours to doing this. And it's completely been robbed from me. Because I have no joy in watching basketball, the National Referee Association anymore. I just, every night, I find myself holding back from raging. And that is not how basketball should be. That is definitely not how watching the NBA as a fan should be. And yet, that's how it is. And I just want to see good basketball. That's all. That's all. That's all I care about. Basketball.